Hey everyone, this is Lolcohol, and in this video I'm going to be showing you what I think is my favorite Atlas strategy for this league, at least for the time being. What's really nice about this is that it's kind of supplementary in that it doesn't have to be your primary Atlas strategy. You can do everything else on the side. Let's say you want to do Betrayal or Syndicate, you can do that. If you want to do Delirium, you can do that. And on top of it, you can do this. This is a cherry on top, and I've been making tons of money doing this. So what we want to do is target farm harvest. And to do that, we're going to go into Haywalk Hamlet, and we want to get these nodes. The Grove's Call, which increases the chance to contain the Sacred Grove by 5%. And then Nature's Favor. Plants harvested in areas give the rarest of 2 crafting options. And then at the bottom, harvest crops in areas have a 100% increased chance to contain a tier 4 plant. This mod is busted. This means that pretty much every time you go into a harvest, you're going to find some really high value crafts, and those we are going to sell. I'm going to show you how we're going to sell those later. But first, let's also talk about some watchstones. These are kind of hard to roll, but if you can get one like this, which is harvest crops in areas have an extra chance to grow higher tier plants, that's super good. The weighting on that is very low, and I think you can buy them for about 2x each. I would say it's worth it if you've got a lot of money, and I think you can put in multiples, so you would have ×4. I assume that they are additive, but I mean, even having one is just great. Then to make sure that we're only dropping maps or finding maps in Haywalk Hamlet, I have spec'd it so that only red maps are my Haywalk Hamlet maps. So I've actually pulled out watchstones. I think you can put in enough watchstones so that you're at Awakened level 5 and then still get mainly Haywalk Hamlet maps. But I've found that if I do that, a lot of sort of lower red maps drop instead of Haywalk Hamlet. All right, so let's have a look. The mods that you're going to be looking for are things like Augment. Anything that adds a mod or add remove a mod is really good. And then anything like this allows you to add a random Atlas influence to a certain type of non-influenced item when harvested. That is really, really, really nice. So something like this on my Horticrafting station, augment an item with a new influence modifier with lucky values. This will sell for about, I would say about 2x. I sold other ones for 2x. I think this one sells for 2x as well. But let's go and clear this and see what we get. Just a warning, these beasties can be a little bit scary, so be aware. The tier 4 mobs often spawn a harvest boss, so yeah, that thing can be quite tanky. Let's see what we got. Add a random influence to a normal magic or rare weapon that isn't influenced. Same with jewelry. Unfortunately, these ones are not that valuable. The ones that are really good are things like Augment with a random influence. But on top of that, we're obviously getting a bunch of other stuff. So even though I said these ones are not that valuable, what's really cool about this is that you can then, if you get this one, like add influence to jewelry or armor, what you can do is pull up PoE Ninja. So when we're in PoE Ninja, you're going to come down to base types. And then what you'll see here is, all right, these are the most valuable base types. So we've got Citrine, Amulet, Warlord, Hunter. We're not going to be able to get Warlord and Hunter, but let's see, Vermilion Ring, I-84 Shaper. That is 3.5x. Also Crystal Belts. What's nice about these is that you can hit different kinds of influence. So if you hit Crusader, it's good. If you hit Shaper, it's also pretty good. As you can see, this is 2x. I've sold quite a few of those. That's nice. I would say Crystal Belt is probably the best one to go for because it has a higher number of outcomes. You know what? I'm going to be lazy. I have a Stygian Vise hiding somewhere in here, an I-86. Yeah, there's an I-87 one. This is not the best thing to do, but I don't want to go buy a belt. Let's see what we can get. All right, we added Shaper to that. Let's see what that's worth. Shaper Stygian, 70 chaos. Didn't hit the best one, but still. As for influence through weapons, there's not a ton of rare weapons where it's really nice, but let's have a look. So as you can see, I had to scroll down pretty damn far, and the best one is an I-86 Elder Judgment Staff, so this is not a super valuable mod. Let's move on to another harvest and see what we can get. All right, caster, socket, currency, fossils, and sacrifice a map. And then on the other side, caster, socket, color, currency, change currency, and weapon enchantment. I kind of want to go for the exchange fossils. I'll tell you why. And it is to do with being absolutely filthy lucky. I swapped 20 frigid fossils for 10 fractured fossils, which sold pretty much instantly for 40x. They've gone down since then, but it's really, there's huge potential there. So let's have a look. Change a stack of fossils into a different stack of fossils. Did we just YOLO? Let's YOLO with these scorched. Please don't hit fractured. All right, we hit pristine. We can do it again. All right, whatever. All right, no luck that time. Now, also what is great about this is if you are working on crafting projects, you can just get free modifiers. But the main ones we're looking for are those Atlas modifier ones. I didn't get lucky this time, of course, because I'm recording a video, but I will show you some clips of me selling those mods to people and you will see it makes money. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how do I sell these crafts that I get? What you're going to want to do is get on Discord and get to the Forbidden Trove. Over here, you're going to see on the left, there's things like Harvest Crafts, WTB is one to buy, WTS, one to sell, and then it's got specific things like Augment, remove, add. Just make sure to go in the right one, because if you go in the wrong one and type, let's say, augment in the remove add one, you'll get timed out for 30 minutes. That happened to me actually recently because I typed, I think, the full word augment instead of org. So you're going to come in here, just type in WTS softcore and then write the thing. Let's say org influence, in my case, org influence lucky, and then type in the level of the craft. You'll see that on the actual Harvest Craft screen. Type in your price and how many you have, and you can write your in-game name. Now, if you don't know what the price is, you can come up to the search bar, Control F, let's say Lucky Influence. Hit enter. What you'll see, this is what comes up. Everyone who is selling, just make sure that it's softcore, it's the right league. So yeah, you can see 2x, Org Influence Lucky, Org Influence Lucky 2x, Augment Lucky, and you can see also here, Augment Fire 1x, Augment Lucky Attack 1.5x. So this will give you an idea of the kind of prices. I'd recommend just going through, just letting this page scroll by, see what people are selling, see what they're worth, and that'll give you an idea of which mods are valuable. All right, let's have a look. Cost of Physical Fire, Currency Item Exchange. I'm gonna go with this one because I am crafting a ring that needs physical and caster mods. Let's have a look. All right, here we've got some exchange, blessed orbs to alts. You can read them yourself. All right, here we go. Augment a magic or rare item with a new caster mod. Let's go check what that's worth on the Forbidden Trove. Here we go. Want to sell softcore, augment caster 1x. This guy's selling it for 40C for some reason. I don't know what the eye level, maybe it's a low eye level. Here, this guy's selling it for 2x, 1.5x, 1x. So it seems to be worth at least 1x. That is a great modifier to get. I'm actually going to store that because I need it for myself. Here we go. Remove a non-physical, add a new physical, augment a rare or magic with a new physical. Let's go see what this one's worth. Again, augment physical, 1x. 1x, 2x, this guy's selling for 2x. I think if you said you wanted to sell this for 1x, it would sell pretty quickly. So there's another 1x just sitting there. This guy's selling remove non-physical, add physical 1x. This guy's selling at 50C. 1x. Of course, the eye level affects it, but I'm thinking it's probably around 1x. So out of just this one page, we're getting 3x, and these aren't even the best ones. The one I got had 3 augment lucky influence. Those each sold for 2x, so that's 6x right there. And then there were also 2 remove add lucky influence, so I think that's another 4x at least. So just from one set of harvests, I got 10x, and then on top of it, a bunch of crafting. So that is why I think this is going to be such a valuable strategy. On top of just being able to sell your crafts that you don't know how to use, you're also being able to re-roll your items. And then sometimes you also get some crazy luck where you swap 10, I don't know, 20 pristine fossils into 10 fractured fossils. So there's so much money to be made here. The only investment that is required is, I guess, being able to run T14 plus maps. I should have mentioned that. This is all in kind of T14 plus maps. If you can do that, you're pretty much set up to go. That's all you need to do. And then on top of that, just chuck on top whatever strategy you were already doing. Focus on just Haywalk Hamlet, and that's pretty much all that you need to know. And if you found this video helpful and you enjoyed it, a like and subscribe are always very much appreciated. Let me know what you think about this strategy. I personally think it's great. If there are better ones, that's cool too. But I'm always happy to hear your guys' input. I've been learning tons from everyone. And yeah, stay safe, everyone, in Path of Exile and in real life. This is Lolcohol. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.
Divine power! Divine power! It's branching, Exile. You're making me nervous.